sweet baby angels. Here we go. I can see the meter, which means you can actually hear me this week. Welcome to ReTrashed. I'm Wilko, the guy who likes to rehash reality. And if you've never joined us, I think we've got a lot of newly minted, fresh-winged, sweet baby angels, because a lot of people are asking what SBA means. And I'm not going to explain it. I'll let other SBAs explain that to you. Hello, it is Thursday night here in Australia. I am based in Canberra, which is the nation's capital of Australia. A lot of people think it's Sydney. No, it's Canberra. And I love it here, but it does get a bad rap. I'm going to crack my beer. I did want to have a bourbon and Coke, but I didn't have time to. I'm already late for the stream. I didn't have time to get to the bottle-o, which is an Australian term for the grog shop. Oh, I just said grog shop. Do you call it grog in other parts of the world? Let me know what is your slang term where you're from for booze. Anything to do with alcohol. People are messaging me saying, when is ReTrash live? It's happening right now. Let me take a sip and then we will get started on all the trash that I have found for you on the interwebs. Now, before you at me, just to let you know, this show, I'm not breaking news. I'm not here to expose all the gossip. If you want to send me gossip, I'd love to hear it. I've seen some of your chats, and I'm going to get to some of your questions. I have not heard from Danny, who is a part of the cheating scandal. No, I did message him, but he has not messaged back, which is no surprise considering what's been happening on the channel for the last few episodes. I have been chatting with Dom, though, but Dom keeps dodging the question of me saying, come on the show, come on live. We can do it. I got the technology. We can make it happen. Dom is dodging the question, and I think it's because she can't because of her contract. But we do have some interviews from Dom and Olivia and Jackson coming up. We're going to get to your comments in just a tick. O and J versus J and D. That is coming up. Also, who's taking a seat on the couch? Who could it be, Wilko? We couldn't possibly know who's going to be on the couch at the Commit Me ceremony in the next episode. What? It certainly wasn't revealed in a picture in a promo. We know what Dion's head looks like, so we know that it wasn't Dion. Who is... Yeah, OG Bones has messaged me. It's now. That is coming up. Also, what else have I got? I've got Al is dirty. Al is a dirty, dirty boy. According to the Daily Mail, we'll find out what that is all about. We do have Carolina, The Wash. You can follow them on Facebook. They do have a lot of spoilers, though, so be careful. The Wash have tracked down Carolina, and it's so weird that she's at the shops that I used to go to. Only a few short years ago, I could have run into her. What a time that would have been. I don't think she would have come and shared the Bishy Blue booth with me, but anyway. All right, let's get to some of the hello. Geez, you guys chat so much, which I love. But then I've got to spend the next 45 minutes after the stream just going through reading your funny comments. Thanks to Deb, who's already sorted out a super chat. Thanks to my mum. Will's here. Hello, Vicky. Bron's here. Samaya's here. Original SBA is here. Who else? Cassandra. Who else? Walking the Shadowlands. That sounds dark, doesn't it? Candace is here. LB is here. Danielle. Who else? Ruth. MJ. Candace. Angie. Amy Summer. Lulu's here. Have I done as many as I can? There's just too many comments. I will catch up with you. The Alchemist. The Alchemist is here. Okay, cool. Heather B says they just call it a liquor store. Okay, well, it's not that glamorous, you know what I mean? All right, what are we going to do? Oh, we've got InstaFake also coming up. More than usual because I don't know what the interns who are running the socials of all of the Love Lab Rats are doing, but it's bad. It's really bad. What? There's a couple of them, and obviously I see it. Not everyone sees it, but a couple of them are very homoerotic. And top 5, as voted by you guys sent me, and I've had more direct messages about top 5 than anything else ever in my time doing Rehashed. So thank you very much for sending your messages and also the comments on all the videos as you guys feed the algorithm. Okay, great. Oh, Lenny and Remy are here. Maria's here. Annalyn's here. I can't get to everyone. Hi, welcome. All right, let's get into it. Where do we start? There's so much to dig down on. Let's talk about Dirty Al. Al, our sweet baby angel, is apparently dirty. Everyone has been commenting on some pictures from a video, some screenshots from a video from the other lab rats. I don't know how the Daily Mail got this video, but people are saying that Al is filthy. And I reckon it's just clickbait because Al's room at the retreat, which is where this video is from, looks exactly how I pictured it because his mum's not there to clean it. And I don't think him and Sam are sleeping in the same bed. Well, they're definitely not. So this is exactly what I thought it was going to be. Let's have a look at Dirty Al getting caught out in his room asleep by the other Love Lab Rats. That's this is very Doom. I don't know if I'm showing my age. Ella. Is that Ella and Mitch? Sneaking into Al's room. I don't know why I'm whispering. How much of a maze is this place? A room within a room within a room. Oh, it's not that. Like, it's pretty messy, but it's not filthy.
Got him. I thought you said we couldn't wake you up, Al.
You rascals.
Even first thing in the morning, he's still having fun. He loves it. I don't think it was that dirty. Was it that dirty? Like, it was messy, but did you expect any more or any less from him? Thank you so much, Cheryl. And thank you, Original SBA. You're fine. You can have a few bourbon and cokes and have a rant on the channel. That's okay. If it's too bad, YouTube will block it. Yeah, well, not too much hate. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be that guy. I try not to be that guy. So a lot of people apparently losing their mind over Al's dirty room at the retreat. I'd love to see your comments. I don't think it's that dirty. It's just look at him. You know he doesn't clean his own room. He doesn't do his own washing. Until recently. Oh, quickly, before I get to the next thing, I should talk about this tie that was made for me by a sweet baby angel. Look at this. This is a handmade tie. This is, I think Kath sent me this. I want to say Kath, but there's a few different people in that chat who sent it to me. So thank you so much. I'm confused as to what it is, but it ticks the brief. It is ugly. Okay, what are we going to do next? We're going to talk about Dom being on Kyle and Jackie O. So Kyle and Jackie O is a radio show here in Australia that they do breakfast radio in Sydney. You can get their podcast. Because they're such a big show, they get access to all the Love Lab Rats, not like me with my tiny little blue box. Maybe one day I'll be powerful enough to just demand them on the show. But they do get them on, and Dom was on and talking about everything that had happened with the glass smashing the morning after it aired. So pretty raw.
My action of smashing a glass I don't condone that at all, and I really wish I didn't do it, and I hate that I did it.
I love smashing shit up.
It got to me, you know, my whole life being told about my voice, about that I'm loud, that I'm outspoken, you know, change the way you are. The way you are isn't good enough.
It triggered you, right?
It really triggered me. And I don't condone, you know, smashing a glass and that outburst. You know, you saw, you know, physically on my face how much that really did affect me.
Who used to tell you off about your voice or you're too loud? Is that your whole life people have said that, or is that a parent? Is that a
Look, I've had family members tell me that. I've had ex-partners tell me that I was too outspoken, too loud, I talk too much.
Right.
I mean, at that commitment ceremony, when I did say something to Carolina, we're in this group environment, and I said it last night at that dinner, that you know, it is a forum. We're there to give each other advice. And for me, I couldn't sit there and hear her speak to Dion like that. Say to Dion that she was laughing at him, not with him.
Yeah, that was mean.
We're all in that experiment together. Doesn't mean we're all going to get on. There's so many different personalities.
Oh, yeah, there certainly is, which is why I and the rest of the SBAs absolutely love it. So that's Dom on the radio. It's a really long chat, so I'm just going to pick some of the highlights. But she really does take ownership over how inappropriate it is to smash a glass. I'm sorry, I laugh at it. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's not funny, Wilko. To smash a glass on the table and really taking ownership there. Dom was talking about Olivia because she was going to be on the show only minutes after Dom, and this is what she had to say about the Dom that we saw at the start. The Olivia that we saw at the start and the Oblivia we are seeing now.
I'd said from very early on, I don't know, I've got a good bullshit detector, I think. And I could just tell there was something about her that, you know, I just thought, okay, like face value, she seems really nice and stuff. But then there would be little comments that I would think, oh, okay, this is not really adding up to who the person that she's trying to portray
She
herself.
looks like she should be carrying a cake around, welcoming people to the neighbourhood.
Well, exactly, but then the cake would probably be poisoned, and you know what I mean. So,
well, if you were trying to repair the relationship, Dom, I don't think that's going to do it, saying that she's going to be a Stepford housewife that's going to poison cakes. But I don't... Well, Kyle did start that. I won't put all that on Dom. So there you go. So Dom could see that from the start, and I think we all kind of knew, at least I did a couple of episodes in, that Olivia wasn't all she was showing at the time. It was just edited just a little bit too well. Talking about Olivia, she was sick to her stomach about the behaviour at the retreat after the glass smashing. Have a listen.
I felt sick to my stomach, honestly, just catatonic. It's appalling behaviour of women. It's gross. Look, there was heaps. Obviously, we're told to only talk about what is shown. That hasn't really gone in my favour. So, no, it was a lot of trying to diffuse the conversation from escalating. Like, I know Tamara especially was like, let's just talk about something else. And
I heard her saying that.
Yeah. Like, gets worse, right?
Oh, it 100. I don't think that it gets worse than physical violence, but it definitely
it escalates.
It escalates.
Look, there is times where, you know, I'm always trying to defuse it, but, you know, to be perfectly honest, me and Dom have probably more run-ins than what Liv and Dom do. And
oh, really?
But you just don't see that. So,
are you happy with how the judges have been, or what the so-called experts?
Look, they got us together, so yeah, all smiles there.
Olivia looks like she's biting her tongue. Do you like the experts, Olivia, or do you think they're shit?
I had a lot of faith in them.
Yeah.
My trust is very much broken. They definitely break my heart.
We have a bit of a run-in with them.
I think that there's just very much a lack of support.
When's the run-in? And can you give me a heads up so I clear my schedule completely to make sure that I am there when it's happening? Okay, that's so interesting. I listened to that whole interview. It was live. They were on a Zoom call with Kyle and Jackie O. I wish I could have seen their faces. Apparently, they are still together. They didn't totally confirm that, but they were in the same room doing a Zoom call, and it looked like someone's house, apparently. And they have been out seen shopping together at Coles, like all good, stable couples. So it seems like they might still be together. Here's the thing that I found interesting from the interview. Even after seeing the way that she acted, there was no apology. Now, she may just not have had time, but there was no apology from Olivia on how she acted. And I haven't heard anything from Caroline on how she acted either. We're just fully focused on Dom smashing a glass. Okay. I think you probably needed to apologize for your actions. That's just me. Just a bishy little gay in a blue booth sipping a beer. All very interesting. Let's get to some of your comments, sweet baby angels. There's a lot of chat about Olivia. People are... Heather said, does she reflect on her own behaviour? The answer is no. And that's the biggest red flag for me. You can make mistakes as a human. I've talked about it a million times on this channel. I am not perfect. I will make mistakes, and I have made many, many mistakes that I've tried to make amends for and move on in my life. But you got to apologise, and then you got to try and work on that and make sure it doesn't happen again. Not just go, I'm petty. I told you that I was going to be petty. Ugh, drives me insane. Talking about being really petty, while we're on Olivia, let's just continue down this little track. You guys probably have seen this doing the rounds online. There's photos of the actual dress. They're on your screen right now in front of you. I can't disagree. The dress for me isn't really doing much. I'm sure it could be adjusted to look a little bit better, and maybe the posture's not going great, but as you can see, Maths Gossip on Instagram has shared this, and also apparently at the moment the mum of that bridesmaid is going to town on Olivia online about this, which is so weird. Why would you bring up this story? And the glee that she showed in that, and that clip is definitely going to feature in the top 5 moments from the week. I'm not saying they're the best, but it's definitely a top 5 moment because it scares the bejesus out of me. She said, that was my daughter's, and she did that too. It was nothing like that. She's a liar. She cut the dress up, but didn't send it back. Broke my daughter's heart. Well, Olivia's petty, but she's not petty and paying for postage. She probably just cut it up and sent pictures of it, as you can see right there. No, she doesn't look like a poo. Now she has a bit of shit on her face after everything that's happened on the TV show, but she doesn't look that bad there. I do love that the mum of her ex-friend is now calling her out online. That is a bit of fun. All right, quickly, I need to talk about Brent and Tamara. You know, this week I've just been skimming over their entire relationship because that's what the producers have been doing. The weird Well, there was an argument in the foreground while other people in the background, it felt very staged, and I know a lot of things do. I'm not even going to get into the debate of it being real or not because I just don't care. But then at the dinner party, it didn't really explain to me as to why they weren't together anymore and what really I don't know. It just, from the commitment ceremony to now, like he was giving her flowers and then she was like, it was not happening. There must have been arguments. Now, I messaged Dom and I asked her, and like a good little person on the contract, she didn't tell me. She didn't tell me anything. She just said, yes, there were things that we didn't see, and Tamara was definitely very, very angry. So, as you can see her face here, she has a blow-up at the dinner party. These are the media shots, mind you. But this whole scene didn't make it. We don't see... Did we see Brent's head on the table? I don't remember. And I don't remember seeing Tamara yelling about anything. I think that would have stopped me in my tracks. So there's definitely a lot of stuff about this relationship that we just haven't seen. And it kind of gives me the poops because I know that we have to edit the show for it to be dramatic. I get that. We want the trash, the mess, the drama. But there's so much dragged out drama bullshit when you could fit other storylines in that we want to see. Give us the drives. I've told you, Ender Molshine. Give me the drives. And I'll just stream it on here on a loop. Ellie is here from Ireland. Hey, Ellie. And people are sending super chats. Thank you so much. Oh, let me just quickly say, thank you so much to everybody who supports the channel. Like sharing it on Facebook to groups and things like that, chucking it on Reddit, sharing it with your friends, telling people to join the lives. I'm so super humbled. Yeah, this is me being nice for a second. Calm down. I'm so super humbled by it. Thank you so much. If you do give super chats, that's like a sticker, or you can boost your chat to the top of everything so I can see it clearly. That does actually give money to the channel, and it really does help keep the channel pumping. So I really appreciate it, but only do it if you can. There's no one's forcing you. I'm not going to stop it if you don't. It's totally fine. Thank you so much to everybody who has given super chats. I really, really do appreciate it. And remember, message me. If you give me a super chat, I would love to thank you. I can't do it here after the live has finished, but slide into the DMs and say hi. I really do appreciate it. That's as nice as I'm going to get. I'm going to stop it now. I need to talk about Daddy being on the couch. All right, so we saw in this promo, spoiler alert, I guess, as if you guys don't know. So, Daddy, we know that there's going to be a huge drama on the Commit Me ceremony on Sunday night, and you better believe I'm going to have that episode ready for you the second that maths finish. I mean, the second. I can't actually guarantee that. I hope I get my media preview this week, but if I do, you will absolutely have it the second that it finishes so we can all sit down and digest what the fuck is about to happen. There's a huge walkout, and I thought it was because, like in the reunions, I thought they were going to show some vision on a screen of what's been happening behind closed doors at the gym between Daddy Liar. That's my couple name for Daddy and Carolina. But from the promo, it looks like there is no screen there, so it doesn't look like we're watching a lot of video back. Unless they've moved it. It looks like Daddy's just coming in for a chat. Daddy's coming in, sitting down, and maybe they're going to just face the music and be together? Like, what is happening? Has this ever happened? That someone who was an ex-contestant has been brought back to a Commit Me ceremony? You know I've only seen these 2 seasons, guys, so let me know if this has happened before, because this seems like it's going to get pretty hectic. And I can guarantee you the experts are going to have no idea how to handle it. So that is the tea that is coming with Daddy actually on the couch. He's going to be there. And the stuff that he says must make everyone pretty mad because they're not really showing anything. So Daddy back on the couch. Did I miss something? Yeah, guys, you missed it. Daddy's coming back. Got to pay attention. This Daddy is doing the show. So I cannot wait for Sunday night, the Commit Me ceremony. Trust me, I will be ready as soon as it is done. And I hope that you can join me there. What else do I need to talk about? Oh, let's talk about Carolina a little bit more. She was at the shops, and these shops were actually in a place called Zetland, and they were right near my house where I used to live. When I lived in Sydney, they were right near my house. I used to go to these shops every day. Talk about running into famous people. I could have run into Carolina at the shops, like the Wash from Facebook did.
Josh from the Wash.
Josh from the
Do you
Wash.
feel you've been treated unfairly, though? The edit has been pretty brutal. Are you happy with how you've come across? You have anything to say?
I'll let the public judge themselves. So good.
How are you handling it?
I'm pretty good. Done my groceries.
You spoke to Dion since filming ended?
No,
No?
Can't say much, you know.
How heavy has the backlash been?
Pretty big, I
Pretty
reckon.
brutal, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Are you being supported?
By Jack.
Yeah, 100%.
Who?
Family, friends,
Are you worried this show might impact your business?
definitely not.
No? Are you getting more sales?
My business is doing better than ever.
Business is doing better than ever, apparently. So that is from the Wash Facebook page. Credit to them. And what a weird job for that Josh guy to just walk around and just start filming maths people. That would be weird to be followed like that. That would be very, very odd. Are you guys ready for InstaFake? Let's do it. So many of you have sent me InstaFakes. Thank you so much. If you don't know, well, this segment only belongs here on ReTrashed. It's where you find and I find the social media posts that are put up on Instagram from the Love Lab Rats who are currently on Maths Season 9. But the trick is they're not made by the contestants on Maths. Contestants? Sorry, participants. I'll never get that right. It is an experiment for science, for drama. They're not doing it themselves. They're not writing these. They're not posting them. They're not picking these photos. They're not doing any of that. I don't know when they get their Instagrams back, but it seems like Celine still doesn't have hers back unless she is writing exactly like one of the interns from Channel 9. So let's see what the interns have been writing, pretending to be the Love Lab Rats in InstaFake. Let's get to our first one. Al. Well, this could be Al. When the drugs kick in. InstaFake. Another one for Al. Broveries before ovaries. Again, that's actually pretty close to what I think Al might post. But I think it might be a little bit more graphic. You know what I mean? A bit more Al. Here's Dom, apparently, for InstaFake. Mama told me there'd be days like this. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that is definitely not Dom saying that. InstaFake. All right, this is from the couch last week, and obviously I didn't get it up last Thursday because we hadn't seen it yet. But this is why it's just such bullshit. Tamara, 2 weeks in a row, all smiles, no stress. This will be easy. Fingers crossed. What a crock of shit. Oh, InstaFake. Oh, here's the ones that I said were homoerotic. Now, we saw that last week in InstaFake. Cody was hanging out with Mitch and he said blokes on blokes, and I was pretty interested about that. And now we've got Mitch writing behind the scenes of myself and Al with our first scene together. Come again? That's a good pun. Also, Mitch wrote, sending nudes to the boys in the group chat. Let me in the group chat. What's happening? What's going on with Mitch? This is very interesting. More InstaFake this week because there was too many not to bring up. This is Olivia saying recruiting or just making genuine friendships. No, absolutely recruiting. InstaFake. Oblivia also wrote, is everyone drinking wine or Kool-Aid? As she was not buying what I felt was a sincere apology. Hilarious. And finally, our InstaFake for the week. 2 that I found quite hurtful on behalf of the Love Lab Rats because I know they're not posting them themselves. So these are interesting. When he talks, I like to get down to his level. That's from Jackson, apparently, on the InstaFake, talking to Brent, making a short joke. Come on, interns. Lay off him. He's already having a tough enough time with Tamara. And apparently, Jack said, my hairline may be weak, but this team is stronger than ever. Okay, mate. We know that Jack's not making jokes about his own hairline. That's clearly someone at Channel 9 having a dig. Anyway, that is Instafake. Thank you so much to everybody who sent them through. You guys are really good at spotting them. Really, really, really excellent. Who do I need to say hi to before we get to top fives? Who? Oh, it's all 4 a.m. You can go to bed. It's fine. YouTube records it and then puts it up later. Don't stress. It's fine. Thank you so much to Daniel for giving us super chat. Thank you so much to Lulu for giving us super chat. And obviously you can pick any amount that suits you as well. So thank you so much to everybody who's given super chats. Let's get into top five. My favorite part of the week. The top fives are quite large today because there was less little moments and more giant, big chunks of mess. And I wanted to capture it all, you know what I mean? At number 5 in our top 5 this week, as voted by you, the cheating scandal.
Getting horny.
You just don't want to touch your phone.
Maybe.
You're so naughty.
You are.
Shush.
I didn't hear that.
Always got to have a bit of hope, though.
Like, I am obsessed with the guy.
I got your favorite alcohol. Come closer then.
Okay. You look 10.
Legit. Yeah, going to the beach every day. Training, eating, sleeping.
Can see you've been training.
I can see you in training. What is going on? What is going on? Are they actors? Let's. It's just like a hot dog. Let's not ask what's inside it. Don't ask how it's made, mate. At number 4, for our top 5 this week, it's the huge, long, drawn-out fight between Dom and Olivia. And this is where it started.
A person like that is just an asshole.
You've just got to hate somebody. And it wasn't just her, Dom, it was Jess. For Jess at the dinner party. You went for Jess when she was on the couch last week. You just have to pick on somebody. She was just held accountable by 3 experts.
held accountable.
If I've got something to say, I'm going to say it to your face. I'm sorry.
Apparently
Apologise.
not. Don't say you're sorry. Like, you're not sorry about it.
Okay.
I'll never get over it.
I don't know who made Dom holier than now. She's not Queen Bee in this experiment.
Yep.
Choose your words carefully before you start spitting them at people. Bullying is a repeated behaviour, Dom. We've seen you repeat this behaviour over and over again.
So I'm the bully because I spoke up. Okay. I'm not here to make friends with other people and I'm not here to make friends with dickheads.
Dom just has this absolute need to always hate somebody.
I don't know if it's hate somebody. She
No,
just
but
needs to have an opinion on.
She wants to be Queen Bee. She wants to be holier than thou. Dom and Jack are so full of shit. Like, I'm sorry, but she's like a little yapping chihuahua and it's really getting to me. She opened herself up for an opportunity to be put in her place a little bit and I can be bitchy. I can be awful at times. We all watched her get her ass handed to her on the couch.
We've heard all this.
I'm sorry, am I boring you?
The conversation is so boring. The fact that she got her ass handed to her. We've all been there.
You know what, Dom? I'm sick of hearing you yell. I'm sick of your voice yelling all the time. I'm bored of your voice. I'm losing my mind. It's all I hear all the time. You yelling in your room. I'm sick of it. Tonight is yell. I'm sick of it, Dom. I'm trying to speak and you're sitting there going, I'm bored, I'm bored. I'm bored of you yelling.
That's my voice.
It's not okay.
So my voice isn't okay?
Apparently not.
Is she serious? No.
I
told that my voice isn't No, do you know what? Do you know what? She's screaming at me and telling that my voice isn't enough.
It's aggressive. Because you're not aggressive at all.
Oh,
I did my best to sort of dish out, like her, what she dishes out to everybody else. The proof is in the pudding that she just can't take it. Do I need like a Xanax before we have this chat or what?
That's right.
Can someone please pass the cyanide?
From childhood and
It's not an excuse.
So, you know.
from not only family members but
Hey, sorry I broke a glass in your face. It's assault, what you did last night. Do you realise that, how serious it is? Do you realise how serious it is what you did last night? You were trying to paint yourself off as the victim and me as the perpetrator.
I never said that at all.
You said, I'm going to need a Xanax for this conversation. And the other comment, someone give me some cyanide. But what
Sorry,
was said...
can I just interject? I didn't get up and leave the table when she's standing over me screaming with the glass.
Hold your glasses, everyone. Just take it away from Domenico. I might smash another one.
I just feel like I just apologise and I'm not sorry for anything. How'd that happen? I feel gaslighted. I'm just over it. I actually feel like I need to vomit, if I'm honest. I don't know how I ended up being the one apologising for anything. How is she yet again the victim? Like, poor Dom. She's never done anything wrong in her life. I wish I didn't apologise to Dom. I regret that. I haven't cracked a smile this whole dinner. I'll hate her for the rest of our lives. Like, I think she's an awful person and I have no interest in having a friendship or affiliation with her whatsoever.
Oh my goodness, what a performance piece. Watching that all in one hit was mesmerizing. I can't speak for you, but I was in like some sort of weird trance as like all the hate was just spilling out. I did forget that there was something else that I wanted to show you, so let me go and grab a picture for you if you'll just stand by, you sweet baby angels, because we do need to talk about this, and I really wanted to, and then I was in a mad rush, and then I forgot, but that's okay, because I'll find it. I'll find it here. So let me grab a blank thing here. Excellent. And let me pull up this picture as big as I can. All right, let's do it. So I just wanted to talk about the actual glass. So you know how our very, very dear friend, Olivia was talking about how Dom was waving around the stick from the wine glass, the stem, and, you know, this is basically what she was doing. She was waving around. She was going to stab everybody. She was crazy. That's me making her story worse, which is what she did. I watched this frame by frame to see if I could find a frame where Dom had the stem in her hand. And guess what? She didn't. Because I thought maybe I just missed it. And maybe I wanted to check because I was screaming that she didn't do that. But it turns out, when I look closely, if you can see that near that far board with some treats on it, which looks like no one's eating. That looks delicious. Get that charcuterie in you, girls. You're all wasting away. It looks like that wine stem is there. So she's certainly not holding it. What an absolute crock. So very interesting. Very, very interesting. Do I have to say thank you to Jed for giving me some... Oh, thank you so much to Marissa, and also thank you to Jed helping out with the super chats. Oh, we're still doing top 3. Sorry, guys. I needed to point that out. I don't want to waste your time, but I needed to point that out because I did go through it, and no way was she holding that glass.
I think I'm looking good.
Yes, good start, good start.
Number 3.
No, that is... Not the ananas soup!
No! Stresses me out.
Wait a minute, the fire out! Yo, get in the way! Are you mad or what? Get the boat! Cannot believe what I just saw! It's a swamp monster!
I can't grow up. I'm just Al.
Oh, that's good. We needed some fun this week. So thank goodness for sweet baby Angel Al. That is number 3. Number 2 is something that will haunt me for the rest of my days. Whether they be long or short, I will think about this. And just, it's a story that we talked about earlier, but this will haunt me. Number 2, I've titled it, Do you do returns?
I was a bridesmaid for a dear friend. She picked out these awful brown bridesmaids dresses when I'd owned the dress for 6 months. She asked me if I liked them. I don't, I hate them. They're disgusting. Like, why are you making me dress like a poo? And then she got cranky with me and she fired me for being a bridesmaid, and then she asked for it back. I cut it up and sent it to her. Yeah, into 5 pieces with the kitchen scissors, just chop, chop, chop.
Why did I say where I lived at the start of this live stream? That sounded like a very poor thing to do when you hear stories like that. That is haunting. She did bring that up on the chat in the interview with Kyle and Jackie O, and said that there was more to the story, but I don't care. That is a lot. That is really a lot, Liv. Jeez, I hope you have a chat to someone and just start getting rid of all that weight that you've been carrying, like that, that weight that you've been carrying for such a long time. Oh, okay. All right. I feature in the number one. You guys seem to love it when I invite other people, characters, some might call them, performance art, into the booth. And at number one in our top 5 for the week, it's...
Like, she's dead to me. She's not a person. She's a thought. She's a ghost and a whisper in the night. But I just hope her and Jack fail and fall on their faces and leave. That'd be the best thing.
She's a ghost to me, a memory, a whisper in time, a rattle in a box, a rat on a wheel. She's just a thought in a vacuum. And I am a shit headed toward a fan. Oh, my goodness. For everybody who was mad at me that I didn't have a dark enough red lipstick, let's just be happy that I had something that was remotely red in the house. Because, I'm a blue and orange gal. All right, let's get to some of your comments before we go. Yes, Annalene has said Olivia is a dark one. Lulu, yes, the wig and lippy number one. You guessed it. You got it. Olivia talks about gaslighting, but she is very good at it. Well, I guess so. Daniel said he wanted to give more money in the super chat, but he spent all his money on Carolia's bags. That is some good gear. Hello, Ruth. Dan has now given more than $10, I'm sure. Yes! Thank you so much, Dan. What was it? Were you expecting something for it? A shout out. You get a shout out no matter how much. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, also thank you to the Fantastic Fox as well for coughing up some cash in the super chat. Couldn't have timed the super chat disappearing any better. Did you put one up? Where? I'll give you a shout out if I can find it. Marissa Rose, Joanne also gave a super chat. Thank you so much. Oh, there's some of them. It's a lot, guys. I'm gonna figure out a better system so I can see everything that you're writing. It's a one-person band. This. Well, again, when I get to 100,000 followers, I'll show you what's out there. What? Who? Who knows? Thank you so much for joining me. That is it for ReTrashed this week. I'm so humbled by everybody who watches. I really, really am. It's just, it's a guy with ugly feet, little hands, big head, ugly ties, and a tiny blue, sometimes the aircon works box. A lot of times it doesn't. Sarah Louise, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it, especially the sweet baby angels who sent me so many birthday treats last week. That was super lovely of you to do. I think that's it. There's only one more thing to do, and that's say bye. You left. Bye. What's this I see? A big old daddy. Finally got a man who gonna marry me. Thanks, but guys. Then I see a tear. Thanks, you're not a man I feel. Wanna hear my thoughts on that? But you left. Baby, then you left. I got no regrets. I didn't do anything. But you left. We're outside glamping. You're talking feelings. I didn't think romance come with those things built in. I call you princess. You get all distressed. I'm ready for round 2, but you left. Bye, Sam. Then you left. The boo-hoo's out of 10. You better put on a dress. But you left. For a gentleman who treats me like a trash can. Not vulnerability, it makes me wanna puke, you see. Get my girls to fight my fight so I can sit and smirk all night. What?
Watch out for that bus. Oops, I swear he slipped, officer.